Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't see many strangers out here. Come to get your hands dirty on a real farm? We could always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
Tell you what, you start running, so I can stab you in the back.
No! I'm gonna crush you like a bug. Let's get going. What do you need to take? Lead on, then. Let's get going. Fine. What? What? Will do. That it? We've stopped. What is it? Fine. What? What? Will do. That it? We've stopped. What is it? What do you need to take? Let's go.
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us...
Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Wolfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection.
I ask only for a little
But what do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor elves, too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only.
Just a few septums.
None of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
That's all you got? Do your worst.
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah. Here.
Keep those hands up.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed. I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning. Our little girl died recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong mead, but nothing gives my Tova peace. I've been looking for an amulet of RK to remind my wife that our child is with the gods now, but I can't find one. Thank you. I hope RK grants my wife some comfort. Thank you. Here, I always pay my debts. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Windhelm. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durot lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns. Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done. We'll drive out the Empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel we will take back our home. All hail to Ulfric! You are
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some
great
beer.
honor we drink and we sing.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone.
We're the children
She
of
was such a helpful young
Skyrim,
lass.
and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. All hail to Ulfric! You are
Seeing a good tavern brawl might be just the thing to lift my spirits.
and we sing.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire. Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn. Like anyone, a crisis will push them towards devotion. I've been seeing a lot of the Shatter Shields since they lost their daughter. Hilevi Cruelsea comes in a lot, but I haven't seen her husband here in years. Ulfric prays for strength. I speak to Captain Lonelygale, but he doesn't spend much time here. Too busy. The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't take kindly to being told what to do, and to try and forget Talos, well, they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears. Blessings of Arkay be upon you.
Now more than ever, the world needs tales of heroism.
This is an ode to Skyrim's truest sons and daughters, the Stormlords.
I'm still here. Go on ahead. I'll stand guard.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them? You didn't hear it from me, but if you want a real drink, try the Corner Club in the Grey Quarter.
We going? Lead the way.
Our hero, our hero.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong. The Grey Quarter's not much to look at now, but it wasn't always so bad.
Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality. Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people. Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the Corner Club on his own. It was a pleasure.
Apparently, some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care. The College of Winterhold is the only place in Skyrim open-minded enough to teach magic. Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on apprentices once in a while. Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war.
Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. When a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malfear. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight, and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords, and the folk beneath them. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like. Everyone says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds about that. Needs the metal hammer. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword right. Jarl wants it to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era, and her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword would be even better than making a copy. But no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. Don't forget, you find Queen Fridis' sword, I'll reward you.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close. I never expected Ulfric to live up to his legend, but he does. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me. We all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. A word of advice, don't buy discounted armor.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days? Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Thank you for your custom.
Huh? There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice? Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm, fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for? Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth? Thanks. Good day to you.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. Wherever I can find it. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
Take home Windhelm's finest and precious produce today.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close? I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
The Nords don't appreciate us, but so what? I don't appreciate them right back. Look, the docks can be a dangerous place. Don't expect me to save you if you fall in.
Skyrim isn't very friendly for Argonians, so we mostly just keep out of the way. Windhelm has been hard on my people, but our fortunes will turn and we have shelter and food. We have not fared well outside our native Black Marsh, but we're determined to make the best of things. I began praying to Zenithar, the god of wealth, to bring us some fortune. But thieves made off with my sacred amulet almost as soon as I bought it. Shavi would be in your debt, kind one. Oh yes, after all, what's the point in being miserable all the time? I know life on the docks isn't easy. Sometimes life puts you in difficult circumstances you didn't choose. But being happy or unhappy is a choice you make. And I've chosen to make the best of things that I can. I enjoyed our talk.
What is it?
My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
Oh, great. Another wanderer. Slumming it on your way to Windhelm? Wouldn't even be here if it weren't for my idiot sister.
Careful not to talk anything important. An outsider? No reason to stop in Kynesgrove. Keep moving. Not here. Definitely not here. You want to learn? Join the college in Winterhold. They'll deal with it. Nosy one, huh? I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out. If you want to go to the trouble, feel free. I suppose I could offer you a bit of free alteration training when you get back. Mm-hmm.
If you bring mead, you're welcome here. Even if you don't, you're still welcome.
My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you mess with me.
Did you see my husband already? I'm sorry. He can come off a bit rough at times. Magic is nothing but trouble. If you're set on it, there's that college in Winterhold, or Ulfric's court wizard. But don't say I didn't warn you. See ya.
What is it, Imperium?
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know. No, I think I got this one. Thanks, though.
I'm still here. Fine. What? What? Will do. That it?
Staying safe, I hope?
Is there something I can help you with? Not much to it, really. We fish and keep to ourselves. Try to keep from upsetting the Empire or the Stormcloaks, and so far the war's left us alone.
Hey!
Careful with those flames. Unless you plan on torching something.
I try to think of it as coaxing the ore from the rock. Those falls, dangerous place. Derkeithus thought he could find some good fish in the pools. Haven't heard from him in a long while. I'm lucky enough that none of my friends have been killed. Of course, we have soldiers coming through all the time. This mine is only a few years old, but I've been digging up ore for over a century. We're getting to the point where the tunnels are getting deep into the rock. People complain of bad coughs and foul air. I've seen this before. We need some medicines to combat the ore dust. I was about to send a message to Windhelm for aid. Thank you. Take it to Quintus in the White Farm. Until next time. I keep hearing stories about Morrowind. Sounds like a wretched place.
A traveler? I'll bet you've seen some sights. We should swap tales sometime.
Hi, I've never seen you around here before. Are you a miner too? Saunders takes care of me when Mom's not around.
There's a gorgeous tree that grows right up through a cave to the northeast of here.
What's your trouble? Dostern telling tales again?
The Empire is in shambles. They've banned the worship of Talos.